Hi and welcome to Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant and I'd like to talk to you today about the do's and the don'ts of juicing. Okay, so many of you, it's coming up to Christmas, you're going to eat tons of crap, drink loads of alcohol, and then you're going to go, right, it's January, I'm going to do a fast, I'm going to do juicing. But let me tell you the truth about juicing. Now, if you're juicing on a regular basis and you're using a bullet, you're denaturing the whole juicing process, because it's too high velocity juicing will affect the food particles. That's one thing. The second thing is if you're doing apple juice, for argument's sake, and you do 10 apples, in one apple there's 23 grams of sugar. So 23 grams times 10 is a lot of sugar, which your body's going to store as body fat. Okay, the body's not going to use all of that. The other thing with juicing is that if you're juicing and your hydrochloric acid is not balanced inside your gut, your body's not going to utilize what you're putting in the first place. Many people say that they feel great on juicing, and the reason why they feel great on juicing is because they're getting rid of the toxins and they're getting a massive sugar rush from the juicing as well. Okay, now when you go into Whole Foods, Planet Organic, any place that does juicing for you, please make sure that they peel the vegetables in front of you, they wash the vegetables in front of you before they put it into the juicing machine. Otherwise you're getting contaminated juices. The other thing is, in Whole Foods and Fresh and Wild, they've got it in front of the counter where it's already pre-made. Now when a juice is pre-made, you're only putting sugar water inside your body. So if you're only putting sugar water inside your body, if you've got a fungus or parasite infection, or you've got some sort of infection that lives on sugar, you will be feeding it. So you must not have juices that are pre-made. I don't care how they're pre-made, I just don't agree with them, because it's standing in that container for 10, 12 days or however how long it is, and it's lost all its goodness. If they say that it's good, then they may have gassed it, they may have done something to it which will denature it anyway. So really, if you're going to juice, you should buy your own juicer, and it should be a slow juicer. So it does it slowly but quick enough for you to get the goodness out of it and to drink it instantly, in which to get the benefit. So remember that when you're juicing, you're just having carbohydrate. You're not having proteins and you're not having fats. You will have proteins, but small amounts. So if you're a protein type like me, you've got to make sure that you have the right amount of fats, the carbohydrates. Otherwise your system crashes. And as the system crashes, the sympathetic to parasympathetic sides of the nervous system, that's when you either end up storing more body fat or you start losing muscle mass. So when you're on a juice fast or juicing, yes, it's good to put good nutrition and more optimum amount of nutrition inside the system from juicing, but it's only as good as the vegetable. So if you buy a biodynamic vegetable compared to an organic vegetable, the biodynamic vegetable will have more goodness in it than what the organic vegetable has. But obviously having an organic vegetable to biodynamic, if you can't get biodynamic, is better than just normal vegetables. Okay, and that's been proven many times. Rudolf Steiner, they've done lots of scientific research to show you that organic food, or Rudolf Steiner food, which is biodynamic, is much healthier for you than having vegetables that are not organic. Okay, so when you're juicing, make sure that the vegetables are organic or biodynamic. Make sure that you wash them thoroughly and peel them. If you don't peel them or wash them, the fungus and the parasite that may be in the skin of the fruit or the vegetable will go into your system and may infect you. Get a hydrochloric acid test done. If you don't get a hydrochloric acid test done, you're wasting your money and time anyway. Get a metabolic typing test done to find out, or eat according to your primal diet, to find out what type you are. Because if you're a carbohydrate type, you may do brilliantly on a juiced fast or a juicing diet. But if you're a protein type like me, you're going to crash, you're going to feel terrible, you're going to have no energy, you're going to store lots of body fat. Remember that weight training keeps muscle on the body. The more muscle you maintain, the optimum your body functions. So if you start juicing, and juicing only with no good fats, no good proteins, then what will happen is that you will lose muscle mass. If your hydrochloric acid is not working, you need to take a supplement to supplement your hydrochloric acid. Now, many people say to me, oh, I take apple cider vinegar or this supplement to do that. Now, what people are forgetting is that the different types need different levels of hydrochloric acid. And with metabolic typing, they've sorted out the supplement in which you need, especially for your type. For, you know, your gut acid, everybody needs different levels. And as you get older, your hydrochloric acid drops lower and lower and lower, unless you're doing bone broths and stuff like that. That's another video that I'll talk about. Okay, I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems, all about juicing today. So make sure that you don't eat the juices in Planet Organic, Fresh and Wild, Whole Foods, where they don't do it freshly in front of you and it's in a container. Don't buy juices in the fridge because they've been sitting there for months on end and it's lost all its goodness anyway, and they've put something synthetic in there in which to keep the flavouring and stuff of that juice. So I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems, Master c.h.e.k practitioner, level 4 in London, Marble Arch, Battersea, Wandsworth, Clapham. So if you're looking to get a lean, healthy body, I'm 44 years old. I walk my talk. I do my job with passion, as you can see. 560 videos on YouTube that you can watch covering all different subjects, all the things that I cover as being a practitioner. I look forward to chatting to you again very, very soon. Make sure you're smart about your juicing. Thanks very much. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems.